Now, in my belief, the same as the rabbis would teach, prophecy is pattern. You look at historical events, and when you look at scripture, you can see the prophetic cycles. So one of the things that I remember God showed me this, there was a pattern or a countdown happening in terms of demonic secret society activity and destruction. Now, I'm not talking about the rapture, nor am I talking about the prophetic fulfillment of things, because that will
Okay.
rest in the hands of God. But this is a purposeful agenda by the occult practitioners. So what I mean by this, take the godfather of Satanism, Aleister Crowley. In 1907, he comes up with, he releases his religion, Thelema. Do what thou wilt, being the whole of the law, the very number one commandment found in Satanism.
Satanism.
7 years later, you get the biggest land conflict ever to exist in humanity up to that point, under the Great War, World War I, starting in 1914. 1933, Adolf Hitler, under the teachings of Hanussen and the teachings of those around him, the occult practitioners around him, and his background in the Thule Society, decides to have a summoning ceremony. And this is just before he becomes chancellor, right? This is all to do with the mandrake and all of this stuff. And he has this ceremony, and then boom, becomes chancellor. 6 years later, a conflict that dwarfs the Great War, World War II. Right? Mm-hmm. So you get global destruction coming off the point of this agenda. And this agenda is steeped in occult practitioner with occult practices. Fast forward, 1996, Hillary Clinton in the White House. She invites, and this has all been released, she invites certain New Agers to the White House for a ceremony. The ceremony is revolved around Diana or Ishtar, and they have this ceremony. Well, 5 years later, 2001, global war on terror. So you've got 7, 6, 5, 2016. Then in 2016, you get this, again, global display in terms of the Arch of Palmyra, the entrance to the Temple of Baal. This is taken around all the major capitals, the economic capitals of the world, from London to New York to Dubai, and all of these things, and they all get their pictures taken with them. Also in the same year, you have the opening of the Gotthard Tunnel. It's the Baphomet figure ripping open the Lamb. 4 years later, you get the war on COVID, right? A global disaster.